Sorry, I got the video up on the opposite screen. For those of you that haven't seen it, I give it a once over. Alright, let's focus. Florida doing his thing, but way too many scantily clad chicks on my screen to focus on the video. Gents, here we go. Focus. Match for the week, week 4. Welcome to the fantasy football video. A lot of stuff to get to. Let's not waste time. First off, I apologize for no week 3 video. It was a busy weekend for me. Saturday, had some people over here. A little entertaining, a little fire. Burned my Christmas tree from last year, which is this is the latest I've ever done that. So that was all day Saturday. Sunday, I was up north with the in-laws. Watching the Pats game up there, blowout, looked excellent, love it. So a quick recap. Holmes overtook Ted, no question about that. Jamal Charles really came through for me in that game. JP over Amon. The Dalton to Green made it very interesting that game. Obviously the receiver is always going to fare a little bit better than the quarterback just because of the points. 4 for a touchdown for the QB, 6 for the receiver. And Amon, moving forward, yeah, let's see how Green does. That was easily his biggest game of the year so far. Eifert had a good game one time before, and Giovanni Bernard had another good game. So Dalton spreading the ball around. So let's see if he keeps going to him. Gerard over Halim. Gerard just absolutely bodied you, Halim. I don't really have anything else to say about that. That was just a smackdown. Malik over Max. Close game. Steve Smith. That's easily his best game of the year. Probably that point total will be Steve Smith's next 3 games point total. So would not expect that again, Malik. That was very, and then you saw him get injured Thursday night. So, yeah, it's all, my note specifically says all downhill from here. Max, don't worry about it. You still got the best receiver in the game. Julio, who I tried to trade to get off your team, and very wisely you declined. Robbie over Angel. Angel, I don't know what to say. You're just, doing work, putting up points, and body the Robbie the body, however you want to say it. Just bodied you on that one. Just so many points. Hard to fathom. Angel would have beaten everyone else except Gerard, I think. I think Gerard had 160. Angel came in strong like 157. Solid output. I mean, just hang in there, Angel. You'll start getting some W's. Not this week, but you'll start getting some W's, and you'll be right back in this thing. Difference was really the QB and the defense. Easily in that game, I was the difference maker. Huge points. We got 2 teams at 3-0 and 2 teams at 0-3. So here we go into week 4. Smooth transition. Nice segue. Kamish. So as I sit out here in my sunroom on this nice fall crisp day, about 60 degrees, no, not even 60 degrees out, drinking my nice, here's my beer of the day, Omission Pale Ale, coming in hot at 5.8%. Goes down smooth. I appreciate the text messages. Happy belated birthday to JP. His birthday was last week, I believe. Did not get at you on Facebook. I apologize. So my birthday's been pretty exciting so far. Wit's at work today, so it's just been me and the little guy who's taking a nap right now, which is why I'm squeezing this video in right now. Got him on the video monitor. He is sacked out. So I've done some dishes. I've done some baby proofing. I've made the beds. Folded some clothes. Watched some mindless TV a little bit. Now I sit here with my beer, just having some snacks. These are some peach puffs. They've got a lot of good source of iron and zinc. They kind of disintegrate in your mouth because they're meant for a 6-year-old. But it's all I have available to me in the sunroom. So, moving on. Oh, poll results. Word is in. Majority. Send your money. Pay me the money. So legit though, I'll post in a message my address. Send me the $100 cash check, however you want to do it. Malik, I did get yours in the mail the other day. I'm taking that to the bank on Monday. So I've got money from Max, Malik, Robbie, and myself. So I've got $400 in an envelope up in my nightstand, and I just need the other 600. I'll have the 1G, and then I'll post another poll about how you want the payout to go this year. I was thinking maybe like 600, 300, 100. Or if you guys are okay, just first and second, we could do 7 and 3, something like that. I'll post a couple different options. Better to vote now. Let's just get that done before the season gets too much farther along, so that doesn't influence people's voting. Excuse me. Let's keep moving down the list of things to cover. Beer of the week, already checked that. Hopefully, I'm going to be getting some scotch soon, so that'll be on the next video. Gerard. You're busy posting a lot of photos online with your new woman. I appreciate that. I'm glad things are going well for you. Is your head in the game? Are you focused on the fantasy football season right now? Just be careful. We don't want to lose you. Your team's got some legs. You could go the distance here, but don't, fall into that trap, Gerard. Pay attention here. Focus. Get on the waiver wire. Make some trades. Just looking out for you. Angel, just concerned about his mental well-being down there in Arizona right now. 0-3, but just absolutely crushing the points game. Just hang in there, bud. You'll get some W's here soon enough. Girl of the week, I will post here in a couple of minutes after the video, was actually a league participant submission after my request last week. So this came in via private text message. So I will not reveal the name, but I will get this chick up. She is familiar to me from an HBO show. Solid all the way around, kind of that girl next door quality. Great show, first season better than the second, and I'll get her up there. Also, there'll be a new poll, or I'll discuss this here in a second. Okay, so focus. Matchup of the week. The only game that doesn't have any points scored as of yet because of Thursday night games, which are always atrocious, and I try and avoid them like the plague, is actually myself versus Angel. And this is also the only game where it doesn't have somebody involved in it that has already been in a matchup of the week. So I usually don't like to put myself in matchup of the week, especially this early in the season. But Angel, here we go. Let's break it down. So QBs, Palmer versus Kaepernick. Palmer, the Rams D has been known to be stingy over there in the NFC. They are 2-1 versus Arizona. Arizona is 2-1 with Palmer all time versus St. Louis. There's only 3 games. It's not a lot. Palmer has 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. It's not that good, but no sacks. It's going to be a tough game for him. He's not going to be dropping bombs to John Brown or Fitz or anything like that. He's going to struggle a bit. I'd be happy to get like 16 to 18 points out of him. Kaepernick, I think Palmer will do better than Kaepernick because Kaepernick's terrible. I would consider maybe putting Rivers in there instead. I know I'm giving you advice and I'm playing you, but I'm still commish first. Coming off 4 interceptions and 2 pick sixes. I don't know how you come back from that mentally. He's kind of almost in the same position as you. Just thinking about this on the fly right now. You guys have both just got smacked around last week. How do you come back this week? How does Kaepernick come back? How do you come back, Angel? We're going to find out. Maybe you should pick up a new quarterback, honestly. Okay, down to the running backs. Oh, I give myself the check mark with Palmer there. Running backs, I've got Charles and Forte. Angel's got AP. And nice pickup with Carlos Williams. I did that in my other league. This is because I want him to have a big day. But that's a nice pickup. So Charles is averaging 22 points a game, and he's averaging 4.5 receptions, which I like quite a bit. Forte, the Bears team is in shambles right now. They're just selling off every defensive player that they have, so they're completely rebuilding on the defensive side of the ball, which means they're going to be leaning heavily on Forte to just do everything. He's a little bit older. That makes me a little bit nervous that he's not going to stand up to the test of time. Raiders D, reasonably stout, but I think Forte has a nice game. He's averaging 15.6 points a game right now. AP finally getting going for Angel. Now he's up over 20 points around there in a couple of games. Denver, everyone talks about their defense in the media being a stout defense. they're giving up 23 fantasy points to opposing running backs. So I think AP is going to have a fine day, probably 15 to 20 points for you, Angel. Maybe NFL-wise it's a better defense, but fantasy-wise they give up a lot of fantasy points. Williams, great pickup. Hard to know how well he's going to do. He's been averaging, in that 15-point range. I think he might be able to swing that again. It's going to be close. I give myself the slight edge with the running backs, but I think it's going to be close. Down to the receivers, I've got Cooks and Landry. Angel has got Cobb and Marshall. Cooks definitely not living up to his draft spot where I took him. Breeze being out hurts him as well. Landry has been playing well, PPR machine. He's averaging 8 receptions, so basically just to start the game, he's got 4 points. But him and Marshall are in London, so they got there early. Did they take their melatonin? Do they have some jet lag? Did they have their afternoon tea? I don't know. Who knows how they're going to play? These games are always just a toss-up and a shit show. Cobb, obviously he's a stud, Angel. The 49ers D is abysmal. They're giving up, on average, almost 40 points to wide receivers at this time, so Cobb's going to be solid. Tight ends, I've got Witten. He's got Reed. Witten, old reliable, has had every injury under the sun. I think they're going to rely on him heavily until Romo's back, so I think he has a nice game. Saints, second worst team against defending the tight end, so I think Witten has a nice day. Reed, on the flip side, is playing Philadelphia, who is one of the best teams facing opposing tight ends. So he's going to get a lot of targets. PPR-wise, I think he's going to be okay. I wouldn't expect a touchdown or a lot of yardage, though. So that one's going to be a little close. Flex spots, I've got Latavius Murray. He's got Freeman. I think for Murray, he's doing well. He's going against Forte. It's going to be a big game for me. Maybe 15 points, something like that. I think he has a nice day against the Bears defense, which I said is in shambles. Devonta Freeman definitely comes back down to earth. He's playing a tough Houston D with J.J. Watt and Brian Cushing at the linebacker positions in DE. He's not going to get 41 points, Angel. That's not going to happen this week. So lower your expectations there. On to the defenses, Packers and Rams. I've got the Packers. I have to sit Miami's defense, because they're in London. And Jets, actually offensively are not that bad. So I'm going to play Packers versus Kaepernick, who has been terrible, and hope to get some turnovers there. Excuse me. Angels got the Rams. Last 9 games that the Rams have played in Arizona, they've gone 3-6 and have given up on average 25 points. So we'll see. They're not usually high-scoring games, but that was higher than I expected when I researched it this morning. Kickers, Bryant and Hauschka. Bryant, he's been kicking more extra points. I need some field goals. And Hauschka, that's our last player of the matchup, Angel. All comes down to Monday Night Football. 8:30 Monday night. Hauschka, how many points will you need him to kick for you to get the W? That's all I've got. That's my sheet. Video longest of the season so far, but I did have a recap in there. So that's what I've got for you. A new poll. I'm not going to pick a winner. I'm like a broadcaster right now. I can't pick the game that I'm calling. So I'm not going to give a winner here. I'm going to put a poll up. The league will pick the winner. You let me know who you think is going to win match of the week. And also I will put the poll up there about the payouts. So that's all I've got. I will see you guys on the message boards tomorrow. Enjoy some beers. Enjoy the games. No Pats game. Don't forget. And gents. Have a good weekend. Enjoy this nice fall weather we're having. Commish out.